Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be finally opening this brown box that I got sent right at the start of the video a few days ago. So you'll be finally finding out what I bought off Bricklink. So let's get the tape off the box and see what's inside. So I placed this order not too long ago, and I have to blur that because that's got personal information on, but I ordered a few flowers. Again, I did find these on the Pick-a-Brick wall eventually, so this wasn't just to get the pieces, but I did need to spend an extra 11p by the looks because I bought 11 flowers and I bought plenty of these joints, especially with my custom mech building. They didn't have the ball joints for the other side, but when I placed my Lego order, I'll just add a bunch of ball joints as these were also pretty cheap, and I did order one piece I need for one of my custom buildings. And they did have a few of these domes, which these are the unique pieces which were originally exclusive, and in fact they are still an exclusive in a Lego set to the 212 Trooper. You can't even buy these on lego.com as far as I'm aware. So they had plenty of them and they were selling them for, I think it was like 40p each. So I bought 5 because I need one, so why not buy 5? But as they're exclusive pieces, if I ever need them in a future mock, I thought it's best to have more than to not have enough. So before we get on to the focus of this episode, I'll just be taking off this head of my Tri-Droid, removing the 2 dome pieces that I've put on there, which are pretty well clipped in, and then if I can get these pieces to separate, I'll be putting on the dome piece to just complete the custom model that I've made a video about, so you can go check that out and then be sure to return to see what the model looks like fully built. But again, I'll be showing this off in a future video, so this can go over here for now, as the main focus of the video is this spaceship build. So I'll get this out of the bag, clear the desk, and we'll start to take a look at it. And now, taking a look at the model, you can see it is complete. The spaceman does have a bit of gold wear and tear on the chest plate as it has been worn to white, but will still make a fine addition to my collection nonetheless, and it is quite a nice little set. If we turn over the very small instruction manual, you can see this is a Legoland exclusive set, and in fact you couldn't even buy this on its own. It only came in 2 different 3-packs which could be got at Legoland, and I'm not quite sure how old this set is, but I know it's pretty old. I'll leave on the screen somewhere the exact year the set came out, and you can see using all the pieces on this model it can be built into 3 different spaceships and a sort of rocket ship here, which is really cool. I'll probably be keeping this as the model got sent to me, but it is now the oldest piece of Lego I have in my collection, as up until this point that title was held by this Lego Star Wars set, which is the first of my collection, so it predates the battle pack quite a little bit, and of course is not part of the Star Wars theme as it wasn't created until '99. But the set as a whole does look really cool. There are some pieces which I do believe Lego don't make anymore. This crane on the back, which does hold a Lego piece quite snugly, I definitely haven't seen, and I'm not sure how limited it was, but it definitely isn't still around to this day. So it'd be nice to see something like this on one of the new Lego City sets, though using the hinge bricks probably work a bit better than this, as it does seem the more you twist it, the more likely it is to eventually pop off. So that just shows how Lego improves over time, and we'll take a look at the minifigure in a minute. But I believe these pieces on the back here also have been done out, as when they recreated one of the big ships for 90 years of Lego or something like that, they did indeed have one of the bricks with a few studs on the side and had a few cones coming out rather than use that brick. And there's even an element in the middle here which I definitely haven't seen before, and there's a little hole in there which isn't a Technic stud, but it's something Lego have done out with by now. And of course you've got the engines on the bottom, which still somewhat are seen. I think these ones in particular came out on one of the early land speeders. I definitely remember getting them at some point after 2010, but you can see just how small a model it is, and I did manage to grab it for just a £5 because of the wear and tear on the spaceman, which we will now take a look at. If I pop off this Lego Spaceman, you can see that the legs are held on quite nicely, and the joints for all of the bricks are still quite sturdy, as you can see the arms aren't falling and the legs aren't exactly flailing around when they're wiggled, and even the head is on nice and secure. Usually these pieces are quite loose because of how much they've been played with, and just over time the joints will wear themselves down. But you can see why I was able to get this set for so cheap. The torso doesn't have any gold on the space logo anymore. If I get my other spacemen, you can see there is meant to be that bit of gold, but much like Benny's, it has been worn. Now, I'm not too fussed about perfect minifigures, just wanted to add another to my collection, so for now this purple alien will have to go, and in its place the red one can stand. And what makes this red one sort of special compared to the others is it is not a pristine Lego figure, so you can see the wear and tear, unlike Benny's, which has just been printed on and made to look like that. This red one has been used for so many years, or at least displayed on its older model, and it just adds a story that the other ones are unable to tell because of how new they are, and they don't have any wear and tear. But the minifigure is in quite pristine condition. You can't notice any different marks that the others don't already have, and it's quite nice that the helmet piece is indeed not cracked like Benny's, though most of these pieces are available on Lego's online Pick-a-Brick if you did need to replace any of your own. The only differences I can notice is right on the backpack there's a small mark of some sort, and now the camera's focused, there was a little dent on the helmet. Besides that, it is in pretty perfect condition, so I'm very happy with this, and definitely the set is an interesting one that I'll have to add to some sort of Lego Spaceman display once I complete my minifigure collection. So do stick around for October. I will be ordering the parts for the purple Spaceman. Now, they're not on bestseller, so they're coming all the way from Denmark and will take like a month to get here. So hopefully by the end of October, you'll see a purple Spaceman join the collection. And the only ones I need now are the green one, the black one, and of course the grey one, which again I didn't notice till recently, but they'll all be very difficult to get. So hopefully they can include them in some space sets next year, bring back some classic space minifigures, as they are still a very much fan favourite, and just make them a bit cheaper to get than ordering them through a second party. So I hope you enjoyed today's look at an older set, as I don't get to review many of these. I weren't collecting Lego at this point, and for most of them I weren't even born by then, so it's interesting taking a look into the history of Lego, and of course adding another minifigure to my Spaceman collection. So let me know what you thought about the video, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look at an older ship. Be sure to leave a like if you did like the video, and subscribe so you don't miss any more Lego mocks, reviews and random purchases just like this in the future. And of course, may the bricks be with you always.